Kaleem. In this video number 5, I'm going to explain you Interpolation, and we will cover following topics like what is Interpolation, how to use it, what we can do with the Interpolation, and what we cannot do with Interpolation, and along with some interview questions. So let's start and jump into this. In my previous video, I already although explained somehow use the Interpolation, but now I will explain you further regarding the Interpolation. So in this, you can see it here that if anything is defined in a TS file, that we can use simply by using the curly brackets, and by using the curly bracket we can just define it here and can use it like this. So these changes will be reflected right away if we just define it here, and let's see all the changes. So code with Kaleem underscore test is defined it here, so I can use it. So what we can further do with this, for instance, let me define another attribute here. Let's say it's a data and code Interpolation test, right? And how I can use this here, let me define it here. H1, okay, H2 tag, and I'm going to define it here. It's a data. So now let me refresh this. And now see Interpolation test, so I can use multiple attributes. You can see it. So now whether I can use any function data or something like that, so now let's test that as well. So let me define one function here, get value, and then I will just use it here, return get function data on HTML end, right? I will just save it all, and I will call the function here. So how I can call the function, let's use it, get value, and just use the bracket, and we'll just see the result here. So here you can see that get function data on HTML end, we can use it by just call the function. So what else we can do with Interpolation? So with Interpolation, as what we can do with Interpolation and what we cannot do with Interpolation, and some more thing with Interpolation. For instance, if I want to use some sort of, let's see, if I just define it here, some value like forget about value, like 2 plus 2. First let's see that whether it will work or not. So if I define, it will come up with the 2 plus 2, but if I define it inside the Interpolation, then what will be the result? It will work like just a calculator, so it will come up with like 4. So you can see it here, it come up like 4. So the next thing, for instance, I want to divide it here or multiply. You can see here 2 into 2 divided by 4. You can just define it and see the result, it should be 1, right? So it will work like a calculator for you. And what you cannot use, like what you can use in Interpolation. For instance, if I just define let's say I said h1 tag, and in this, if I define Interpolation, if I use the Interpolation title, and if I define welcome to Angular world testing, so what will be the result here? It's a false, because it compared. It means it's try to compare that. But if I define code with Kaleem test like here, will this compare this data or not? No, let's see. Or it's come up true, so it means that you can also do the comparison operator. You can use the comparison operator there as well. But what you cannot use, like you cannot use the increment operator, for instance. Our next question is whether we can use increment operator or decrement operator with Interpolation or not. So here with Interpolation, if I try to write something like this, then it will start give us an error. so it's mean that we cannot use it like this. So the other part is that now whether we can use the attribute as a class. If we want to define it as a class, then we can see that whether we can use it or not. Yes, we can use it. So let's see that you can see it here, that if I go here and press this, so you can see here that it's come up with the code with Kaleem underscore test. So the same name is come up, so we can use the same name for the class as well. So then we can do the further changes. So thank you for watching this tutorial. So for the next video, stay tuned and I will come up with another video section. Thank you guys.